Hello, my gorgeous gastronomes. Welcome to T-Rex Steel City Mukbang. Where will this food journey take you today? Pull up a seat. Let's eat. Hey gang, how are you? I'm doing my happy Friday dance. Yes, I am. All right, yes, it is Friday. How you guys doing? We made it. We made it through the week. I am having some tacos today. We're having some tacos today and a little nacho supreme. I've got a nacho supreme here in the middle. Right in there. And you'll see it once I move some tacos out of the way. And I have some chicken and beef tacos. And I have a rainbow cake. Yes. Before I tell you the story about the cake and before I give you another cab story, let me say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And to those of you who have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, I have some cheese here for our nacho supreme, and I'm going to move one of these tacos over so you can see me pour this cheese on our nacho supreme. Yeah. Good. And we have some chili. Chili and cheese, nacho supreme. Oh yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I was using this fork to cover up the green on the cake because you know how the green screen is. It doesn't like green. So I'm just going to cover that with the fork until we're ready to eat it. I have a taco here for you, and this one is a beef taco. Yeah. Looking good. Absolutely. Looking delicious. So how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing as well as I am. I figured we hadn't had tacos in a while. We're going to have a Commodore Perry again tonight. We haven't had nacho supreme in a while. So I think I want to call this our 700 subscriber celebration dinner because I love tacos. Not to mention, we're inching ever so close to 800. So we'll be doing another dinner soon. Tell your friends. Share these videos, baby. Share them, share them, share them up. And get your friends to subscribe so that we can have another celebration dinner on top of this one. Okay? Really good. Let's see if we can do a thumbnail. There we go. Now, I got the rainbow cake today because this weekend would have typically been our kickoff weekend to our Pride Festival. Yeah. But Rona had to go mess it all up for us. So thanks a lot, Rona. But this would have been our official kickoff weekend for our Pride celebration, our festival. We're just going to have our cake here, our virtual cake and our virtual Pride Fest. I also want to use this weekend to officially honor Black Lives Matter. Yes. We got a lot to celebrate. So, we're doing the 700 Club dinner. We're doing the Pride Festival celebration. And we are doing a Black Lives Matter celebration. Absolutely. So, I am going to get started and tell you another cab driver story. I'm going to give you another Cabbie Chronicle. Okay? This one, once again, involves being at the airport So, I was in a queue at the airport. But this time I was in the feeder line, which is when you're the fifth cab to pick up a passenger. That's your feeder line. I was number, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, something like that. I don't really remember, but I was within the top 5 to pick up a passenger. So when I get to number 1, this little old lady comes out. Old lady. Talking like 80s. And She gets in the cab and she tells me she's going to her daughter's house. And since she was very old, I let her sit up front with me. I didn't usually let people sit in the front unless I had 4 passengers. If I had 3 or less, I would point to the back seat. Gotta get in the back seat. But I let this little old lady. I'm gonna taste this cake now because it looks so good, and I want to get rid of the green so we don't have to have any green glare. Very good. All right. It's good. So I let her sit in front, and she told me she was going to her daughter's house, and she said it was in Donora, Pennsylvania, which from Pittsburgh, it's like an hour and 10 or 15 minute drive. So I knew it was going to be pretty expensive. I checked the rate for her. It was $110 to get her to Donora. And I told her it would be $110. She says, okay, no problem. She whips out her purse and pays me right there before we even left. So she gives me $110 and we head off. We're driving and we're talking and just bonding. And she was so cute. She wanted the radio on, so I turned some music on for her. And we're just driving and talking. Everywhere that we passed along the way, she would tell me something that she knew about that place. And hanging out there or shopping there or whatever, she would just say, oh yeah, see over there? I used to go there for such and such. And I said, oh yeah, cool. Evelyn Champagne King came on the radio. Yeah, it was that far back. And the little lady goes, oh, I love her. Can you turn that up? I'm like, all right, Grandma, let's go. Crank it up. We're jamming to Evelyn Champagne King, Shame. And finally, hour and a half later, we're getting close to Donora, pulling into the city. And I said to the lady, can you give me your daughter's address? I said, we're in Donora now. I said, yeah, we're in Donora, so can I have your daughter's address? And she doesn't really say anything. So I look over at her, and I said, we're here. Where does your daughter live? She turns and looks at me slowly like this. And I look back and I'm kind of like, where are we going to go from here? She says, who are you? I'm like, what? She said, who are you? I said, I kind of chuckled because I'm thinking she's playing games with me because we had bonded so well. I said, what do you mean? She says, where are we? And she's kind of snappy with me. I said, we're in Denora. You told me, I said, I'm your cab driver. I picked you up at the airport. You told me you wanted to go to your daughter's house, and she lived here in Denora. She goes, where did you get me from? I said, I picked you up at the airport. Now I'm starting to realize she has no idea where we're at, how I got there, or who I am. So now I get very serious. I'm like, does your daughter live in Denora? She says, yeah. I said, do you know where? She goes, no. Take me home. I said, where is home? She reaches in her purse and pulls out some ID. Sacramento, California. Sacramento, California. I said, you know, we're nowhere near there. I said, if your daughter lives in Denora, I said, we're much closer to her. I want to go home. She says, I want to go home. I want you to take me home. At this point, my mind is going 100 miles an hour. Trying to figure out, what should I do? What if her daughter really doesn't live in Denora and she's just confused? I don't really even know for sure. It's like I could take her to the Denora police station. But what if her daughter doesn't live there? I mean, they're not going to know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So she kept saying, I want to go home. I said, okay. All right. I said, I'll get you home. I'll get you home. Turn the cab around. And I head back to the airport. I figured since she was there, maybe the pieces of the puzzle of where she's supposed to be will start to fit in. So I'm like, I'll take her back to the airport. Get back to the airport. An hour and 10, 15 minutes later. And she's not saying much the rest of the way back. She's not talking much at all this time. And I didn't say anything either because I didn't want to further throw her off, you know. So, get to the airport and I drive down to the police station. Another encounter with the airport police. drive her down to the police station. And I find an officer in there, and I said, I need some help. I picked this little old lady up over at the cab stand. She wanted to go to Denora, to her daughter's house. That's what she said. I drove her all the way to Denora, and when we got there, she had no clue who I was or where we were or how we got there or where I got her from. I said, so the only thing I could think of was to bring her back. The cop goes, oh, yes. And he called her name, and I don't remember what it was. He said, Mrs. something. I'm like, yeah. He says, yeah. Her family brought her to the airport to go to California. And they took her to the gate, but they left her there. They didn't wait with her. The policeman said, we advised them to wait with her because she is suffering from Alzheimer's. They advised them to wait with their mother, but they left her at the gate. Cop goes, she must have gotten confused and thought she was going back to their house, and she came and got in a cab. I'm like, okay, well, can you help me? Can you help me? He says, yeah. Leave her with us. We'll take care of her. Thank you so much for bringing her back. When she heard the police officer say that, she said, do I owe you more money? And I said, no, ma'am. You don't owe me another dime. She was like, oh, yeah. Let me pay you for bringing me to the airport. I said, no. I had to come back anyway. I was coming back to Pittsburgh regardless. You don't owe me another dime, nothing. So I left her with the officer, and I left. I didn't even wait for another trip. I just left. I was blown away. And the next day, when I got to the airport, I would go to the airport every day. You know, it was the easiest way to make money. We'll talk about that one day too. Easiest way to make money was to be at the airport. So I went back the next day. But I went to the police station first. And I said, were you able to reconnect this lady with her family? And the officer said, yeah. We got a hold of her daughter. And they came back out to get her because she missed her flight and everything. He said they came back and got her. And I guess they had, booked her another flight for a later date. And happy ending was this time they waited with her. Got her onto a plane with some assistance. The flight crew helped her get back home. That was a moment where I had to think fast and think outside the box what I was going to do. Because she had totally thrown me off to where I wasn't sure what to do. But even though it was sad to see her like that, and it was sad that her family left her knowing that her mind was bad, the happy ending was, what I told you. they were able to reconnect. So much crazy stuff. So much crazy stuff. This is our chicken taco here. Very good. Very good. And so is this cake. It's good too. Well, gang. Peace out, gastronomes. I will see you soon.